I directed this project. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. I directed this project with Vertigo Shock, this awesome industrial band. And I have Saehwan here, the guy I collaborated with. Come on up here. Yeah, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. That was awesome. This is the first time that we've shown this music video to anybody, so you're literally the first people to see it, so that's really exciting. So this is, oh, it's already on. Check. This is a crazy story how this happened. So do you want to tell the story of how this project came to be, or do you want me to tell?
You can tell it. I'll probably just...
Okay, so I've directed a music video for Saehwan's band before, and we have awesome collaborative chemistry, and he had this new song in the works, and he had it ready. He said, hey, Anthony, could you make some promo videos for me? And there was no conversation about a music video happening, nothing. So I'm listening to the song, making these promo videos, and I'm driving in the car, going to get some food or something, and I get this crazy idea for a video. And I didn't think he would go for it. I thought it was really out there and very ambitious, and I was just kind of having fun with my imagination, and so I call him, and I'm like, hey, dude, this song is really good. Like, it's one of my favorite songs you've ever done. And he's like, thanks, man. And I'm like, by the way, dude, I have this insane idea for a video. It's just a fun idea. And he's like, all right, what is it? He's like, okay, so here's the idea. So I pitch him this, it wasn't the full story, but I had the concept that I wanted to tell a story about a cyborg with the female character. And that was the heart of the story. And Saehwan was just like, I love it. Let's do it. How do we do it? And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, like.
Well, remember when I first read the portion of the script, it reminded me a lot of the old Blade Runner movie. And I was, sorry. When he first provided the first script, it reminded me a lot of the original Blade Runner movie. And I'm a huge fan of 1980s synthwave movies. So I was just like, okay, let's base it upon that, like the feeling and the cinematography and all that. And so from there, we did it. So that's pretty much how it went. Yeah. We did have some hiccups though, due to COVID. Oh my God.
More like 1,000 hiccups.
Yeah.
it's just like, because I didn't think I was ever gonna do something like this for like years.
Yeah.
Because it's so like, the sci-fi world, you really got to kind of like do it right. And
yeah,
like for me, I needed the right location. I was like, okay, if we're going to pull this off, we need the right location.
Yeah, we did our due diligence for everything. We didn't just wake up, let's go film this shit. But, we were pretty organized about it, and it translates, obviously, so. Yeah,
so we started working on the story. We got everything fleshed out. I put it on paper. We really started to think seriously. Like, okay, I gotta take this idea seriously. How am I gonna do this?
Yeah.
So I had to think about it, and he was very supportive, and we just kind of built this vision together. We built this world, built this story, and we even wrote the script for a prologue scene because I wanted to give some more backstory to everything, and it just became this elaborate story. And I really want to thank you, Saehwan, for giving me the creative freedom and trusting me on this project, because it's one of my proudest projects I've ever done.
Yeah, ditto. It was a lot of fun, and
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a blast.
And then I've told you, I've always wanted to score film. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and I got a chance to do that. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, we worked on the score together and the opening of the video. That soundtrack was really awesome. So everything really came together so great. And even though it was a really long process and there was a lot of people involved, everything really just like came together. So to finally have this project done and sharing it with everybody, it's really special. So
it was fun. It was very fun, and we're gonna do some more soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now we know what we could do, where we could take things and everything. So what's the story behind the song itself? Because it's a very powerful song. It has a lot of elements.
Well, I had a dream a couple months before I wrote this song. So this woman comes to me in my dream claiming to be my mother. Like, she kind of, in my dream, she kind of looked like that little girl from The Ring, but not so scary. The whole dream, like white dress, long hair, no face though, it was just blacked out. So what I remember of the dream was she was trying to reassure me of things. She just kept on saying everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine. During the dream, I was just like, who the fuck are you? And then she was telling me things about my future. I don't remember that portion. So I woke up and I was just like, okay, let's write it down. And even with the album cover, everything translated from that dream. I mean, the album cover, like the girl, you don't see her face and everything. So it was just one of those really weird dreams. The catch is I've never met my biological mother. So it was kind of weird and eerie for me at the same time. But no, I wrote it down, did the music, got it done, and then now here's the music video. So it all worked out.
Yeah, definitely.
Lyrically, that's what the song's about. So that's pretty much it right there.
Yeah, I mean, you never know where inspiration for music is going to come from. Sometimes it comes from something simple. Sometimes it comes from something really deep. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's how everything came to be.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but hey, fuck it, we'd get it done. That's all she wrote.
So Vertigo Shock is a really fascinating band. You've been quoted as saying that there's kind of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde syndrome going on. Like, could you talk a little bit more about that?
That's a little more like in the studio, like my work. That's just how I really work. Like, I like to experiment with a lot of things. I like to break a lot of rules. They tell you certain things not to do in the studio. I'm like, bullshit, I'll do it anyways. So it's a lot of mad scientist stuff going on, like trying new things, of course failing and then succeeding, blowing stuff up. But no, that's just the approach I have while writing music. I don't have anything mapped out. I'm just like, all right, just turn it on and see what happens. A lot of times it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's pretty much music. You gotta test things out, test the waters and all that.
Wow,
Yeah.
so it's really like, thinking outside the box, knowing what the rules are, and then just breaking them.
Yeah, breaking the shit out of them. This thing, that's what I do. Yeah.
That's great. So what advice would you have for other artists that want to do, music videos like at this scale, like, telling bigger stories? Well,
I mean, just be creative. Don't be that band that just lip sings in a video. When I see bands just coming out with music videos that just they're playing, oh cool. It's like, for me personally, that's kind of a shortcut to being creative. Like, a music video for a band is a chance for you to tell a story or be creative, more creative than musically. If you guys are film buffs like me, like, apply a story, write a short story, write a short film like we did. So don't just stand there and air guitar and lip sing. Just be creative, and get a budget, of course.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, when we're editing, like during pre-production of the video, planning out the video, because the whole video was like storyboarded everything was pretty much like planned out of what all the beats were going to be with the different moments of the song. And in the video, there's very little of the band that you see. You know, maybe like 90% of the video, or 99% of the video is the story. Yeah. And like 1% is you with the band. Yeah. No. So, and you were okay with that. You were like, dude, put the story in there, put us in a little bit, but focus on the story. Focus on the story.
Well, I saw the story is the music video. Like, you know, I read the script and I was like, no, like, you know, we're, as a band and musicians, we were a very small part of the story, and I wanted to keep it that way. But no, I wanted you to tell the story more than actually having some music video. So to me, this is more of a short film, not a music video.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Yeah, we're like the cameos. There's just some musicians in there for a little while, but that's it.
So what's next for you? What's next for Vertigo Shock?
Right now, I'm recording a new album. Like I mentioned earlier to you, working on the prologue and scoring it with you. Remember, I just came with an avalanche of material, and then we were like trimming a lot of stuff out. I would say from what I originally wrote for that score, we only used maybe 20%. So with that, that material that wasn't used for the score, I'm utilizing it back into an album. So a lot of the stuff we didn't use for that is going into the album. Like little melodies here and there. It's like, oh, this little 4x4 riff, that's a song now. So that's pretty much it. And then we have a show coming up in Los Angeles, June 4th. If you guys want to hit up our social media, you'll find out the dates for that. And that's going to be in LA.
And what's your social media? How could people find you?
Everywhere at Vertigo Shock. And yeah, if you just keep posted on those social medias, you'll find out when we perform or releases. I mean, we're not releasing the music video officially online just yet, so
yeah,
it's gonna.
This was a low-key premiere.
We're gonna let it marinate for a little while until, and then that's gonna be another monster, promos and all that stuff. So
yeah. Well, that's gonna be really exciting. Well, Saehwan, thank you so much for being here, being a part of this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to work on such an amazing piece of art. Let's give it up for Saehwan of Vertigo Shock.
Thank you.